spider stitch pattern. It's worked on a multiple of 6 stitches, and you start out working 6 rows of the pattern, and after that you will only be working rows 3 through 6 for the pattern here. The first row is a knit row and the second row is a purl row. You only have to do those at the beginning of the pattern. You won't be working those 2 rows again for the rest of the pattern. And for this sample here, I have 12 stitches on my needles. I'm using Caron Simply Soft, and I think these are size 6 needles. And I've worked rows 1 through 6 once, and then I did a repeat of 3 through 6. So that's what I have here. And if you're a tight knitter, you might want to try knitting a little more loosely than normal, because you will be knitting 3 stitches together at the same time for this pattern, and that can be a little tricky if your stitches are on the needle too tight. Also, I do not have any edge stitches or any type of border on this sample here, and it does look a little sloppy. The newspaper that I got the stitch pattern from suggests adding some edge stitches to neaten up the sides of your fabric. So depending on what you're knitting, you will probably want to go ahead and add a few extra stitches for a border. So row 3 starts out with a yarn over, and then knit 3 together. Let's see if I can get it here. Okay, that wasn't too painful. And then yarn over, and then you're going to knit 2 together. Whoops. There we go. And then yarn over, knit 1, and I'm going to start my repeat again. So yarn over, knit 3 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and then yarn over and knit 1. Row 4 of the pattern is just a plain purl row. You're not going to be doing anything special on row 4. Just purl all of your stitches, and I'm going to go through this a little quickly here so I can get to the next row. Okay, row 5 of the pattern starts out with a yarn over, and then you're going to knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then once again you're going to knit 3 together, and then the repeat starts again. Yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then knit 3 together. This was really tight there. And then the 6th row, again, really simple. You're just going to purl all of your stitches. Having a little bit of trouble also because it's very cold today, and I'm outside so that I can get better light, and my fingers are a little bit numb. Okay, so purling row 6. And then you would just be repeating those rows for your pattern, rows 3 through 6. And you get this really pretty lacy stitch. One thing I did want to mention, if you have, normally when you make a yarn over, you're probably somewhere in between other stitches, so it's not really a big deal, just, you're wrapping the yarn over your needle. But since I don't have any edge stitches on here, to make a yarn over at the beginning of a row, all you have to do is just lay the yarn over your needle like that, and then hold on to it with your index finger to hold it in place. And then when you're making your stitch, there's your yarn over, and then there's your stitch. So that's how you make a yarn over at the beginning of a knit row. But that is how to do a spider stitch.